because we always have people who have walked whatever path you're walking. So just talk to us, share your plans, the ones that you can share. So we try to cut short the journey for you. If I can't do it, if Tinu cannot, and if Wumi cannot, or whoever, we will introduce you to people. This is a network where, you know, they say that your network is your net worth. So this is where a network whereby you can build your net worth. Just don't keep quiet, don't keep mute. So we want to help you set goals and want to see that you achieve those set goals at the end of the year. And this is why you see that we welcome, we support, we encourage your political or humanitarian or recognition dreams and aspirations. We are there with you. So whatever you do in LBB, make sure you are staying on the offensive. When it comes to your goals, we're with you all the way. Thank you very much. So I'll leave the baton to Wumi now.
Hello, everybody. And once again, thank you, President, for that warm welcome. We really appreciate it, and for giving us the breakdown of what LBB is. I welcome everybody here today again, and to our special guests, the inductees. Congratulations. Let's give them a round of applause. Like, let's clap for them. Yay! Congratulations. Thank you for taking this, you know, this step. It's something that I'm let me use myself as an example. I'm someone that has gained so much from LBB, and if you know me, I live and breathe LBB. Anybody that knows me knows LBB. I'll keep on talking about it, saying it, and that is why, you know, we want you to replicate that too. So when you get here, you know, you get all those things that the values that you're getting from the group, and you go and, you know, get more people to join. So now I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to start to, you know, introduce the inductees. We have 5 of them. I don't know, is everybody here? Adebisi, you're here. Yomade, you're here. Tanya, you're here. Precious is here, and Debbie. Okay, yes, Debbie is here. So I'd like you to indulge me. Could you please, if you're, for the inductees, if your what's it called? Your camera is off, could you please turn it on? Would like to see your faces. Let me give you a minute to do that. Can you hear me? If your camera is off, please turn it on. Let's see your faces. Thank you. So let me share my screen now. So sorry. I'm trying to. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Yes,
I can.
Yes,
Okay.
we can see your screen.
Okay. I'm trying to present it. Sorry. I don't know why this is not moving. It's not allowing me to. Okay, 1 minute. Let me stop sharing and then share again. I don't know why. I'm trying to hide this thumbnail.
Hi, Mommy, can you hear me?
Yes. I can hear you. The thumbnail is disturbing me from presenting the pictures the way I want to. So I'm trying to hide it.
Okay, I'll suggest that you download and you reshare. Download
Okay, don't
from
worry.
this particular platform and reshare, okay?
It's okay now.
All right, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, so this is
Okay.
fine. So let's start with Tanya. Tanya is a BSc holder, and she works in the financial services as an innovation team lead, delivering fintech products to manage wealth. Tanya, welcome to LBB, and we hope that from today you be able to share LBB and get value and share the values that you're getting from us. And then now we go to Yomade. Yomade is a wife to an amazing husband, a mother to a wonderful son. She's an FX expert specializing in custody relations with a firm grasp of the Nigerian financial market, and also an entrepreneur. She runs an interior decoration, fashion, and gift packaging company. She's an affiliate of Chartered Institute of Marketing UK. Thank you, Yomade, for joining LBB. Welcome. Thank you for seeing the value of LBB, and we hope that you'll be able to share LBB's values, LBB's good deeds with everyone around you. So let's go to Precious Jato. Precious Jato is a fashion and beauty entrepreneur. She's a graduate of philosophy from the University of Lagos. She's currently CEO Omo and Efe Designs, a fashion brand that specializes in making dazzling handmade African pieces like ready-to-wear African prints for child and adults alike. She makes bags, bangles, earrings, neck pieces, hair accessories, and etc. She is also a training partner with International Women's Society, a skill acquisition and women empowerment center in Lekki, Lagos. I love to see women being empowered is a strong drive that has kept her in the fashion industry for many years. So Precious, we can say that you're in the right company for joining LBB, because that's one of our passions too. We like to see women being empowered in the society. The next person is Adebisi Atewologun. Hold while I get our profile. Adebisi Atewologun is an enterprising, purpose-driven, and passionate coach and mentor to so many across the globe. She helps working-class singles and married people to discover and develop their personal economy, regardless of the vocations that they do. She's happily married to her best friend, Dayo Atewologun, 14 years ago, and they are blessed with 4 great nations. She wrote a best-selling book on family finance, and she just released a second book on Journey to Motherhood, a book that will bring a shift to the mind of singles and married to help them focus on their purpose as God originally designed the family system. She holds her first and second degree in economics, a chartered accountant. She's an online business expert, a family life coach with a specialty in family finance and parenting. She has over 10 years working experience as a seasoned banker, bagging several awards as best marketer in her region. She is actively involved in humanitarian services, giving to the less privileged, as well as mentoring the youth. She is an alumni of Daystar Leadership Academy, as well as a certified marriage mentor with the Institute for Marriage and Family Affairs, USA, popularly known as Team FA, where she's an executive affiliate. She has a gift for nurturing relationships, and this endears people to her a lot. And she has built strong relationships as a mentor and mother to several young people globally. And we can say that you're in the right clique at DVC, because here we build strong relationships just as you have the passion to do. Welcome once again. And last but not the least, we have Deborah Ben Odufuye. Deborah Ben Odufuye is a seasoned business process and administration strategist, a data analyst, and a fashion connoisseur. She's a creative director of Deborah's Closet, an expert with painstaking eyes for premium fabrics and fashion collectibles across the globe. who are seen to the production of exquisite, ready-to-wear fashion lines rich in African prints and batik. The entrepreneurial skills and the mastery of the numbers has seen the growth of the business over the years. Deborah Odufuye sits on the executive committee of Ladies Breaking Boundaries, a non-governmental organization that inspires and supports young women to generate decent sources of income and contributes to the economic growth of the nation. And she's the chapter lead of Lagos Region 3. So yeah, these are our 5 inductees for today. Let me stop sharing my screen. Our hope is that as you've joined LBB, you've taken that the decision to join LBB today. We hope that you gain as much value as we that we have been members have gained, and you also give value to the organization, you know, because when you take and you receive, that is how growth comes. You understand? We like to preach collaboration. Yeah, we like to make sure that, you know, you grow, you contribute very positively to the economy in the society. So now I hand over to Cynthia, who is going to take us through LBB and other things, the programs that we have laid out for the year, what we've done and what we're going to do later in the year. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Wumi. Fantastic. Thank you, Presido, for the warm welcome. It's really awesome to be here, and I'm so excited that we're finally getting to do this. I mean, it's been a long time coming, and we've been on this journey for a bit, and I'm grateful to God that, yes, we're making great strides in this regard. So I'm just going to share my screen and briefly talk through the values and the value system, basically the vision, mission, value system of LBB, and the perks for registered members, which in this case are the inductees. Please let me know if you're having issues with my voice or sound or picture so that I can adjust accordingly. Thank you. So let's get right into the presentation. Can you see my slides?
Yes. Yes, we can.
Okay, fantastic. All right. So welcome everybody. So overview of LBB. I mean, the president has spoken a lot about our journey, and Ladies Breaking Boundary is a non-governmental organization who caters for a thriving community of women who grooms and inspires other women to success in business and career. The goal is to inspire and empower other young women to be significant contributors to nation's economic growth. At a rapidly growing membership, LBB employs mentorship, training, financial and wealth management advice as tools of operations. So yes, I want to put a little bit of context to young women. Young women is not, yes, it's within a certain age bracket, but then again, if you feel that you have that vibe, you're young and vibrant, you can be part of us, because we've had people tell us in time past that things like, you people are too young or you people are too old. So it's being young is actually a mindset thing. Do you understand? I believe that people never stop learning, and it's that ability to always relearn that makes you stay in touch and keeps you truly young. So moving ahead, Ladies Breaking Boundaries is a non-profit organization created to inspire and support women to be significant contributors in the economy. Like I said, we employ mentorship, training, and all of that. At LBB, young women are encouraged to find a niche for themselves, then have multiple streams of income, leveraging on intrinsic multitasking abilities. So, for instance, if you read through the profiles of our inductees, you see that they're not just about one thing. They've been able to, go from one thing to two things to three things to multiple things. And those are some of the things we're encouraging, because truly, as women, we have that ability to do a whole lot, but most of the time we channel that energy to just the home. So we want to go from just being home growers to being much more in the society. LBB was officially inaugurated in 2017 with a growing, sorry, so officially it was inaugurated in 2018, but we started in 2017 with a growing community of vibrant young women with footprints in countries around the world. Our vision is to be the foremost young women leadership movement for sustained economic growth and expansion. Our mission is to inspire young women to achieve recurrent personal leadership growth in all spheres of life. So long term, we want to be the foremost, like the way Presido said, we want to be, relevant. We want to be the go-to when people are talking about young women empowerment and leadership. LBB should be top of mind and all of that. So this is the organogram and chapters. We have the founder, we have the excos, like Presido mentioned. She said we have executive, we have the president, who is Omolara Amobieya, we have the chapter leads, then we have the chapters and members. So there's something later on in the presentation where we talk about channels of communication. So the excos, I'll also talk about them later on. But you can see we have the chapters here. Sorry, this so we have some updated chapters that we're working with. That's why we have 5 chapters in this slide at the moment. We have 5 active chapters at the moment, but we're expanding with some other locations. So we have Festac Isolo, Deborah Odufuye is the chapter lead. We have Maryland / Ikeja, that's Victoria Asonime. Then we have Island Lekki Axis. That's Ibijoke Oyewole. Please, if you are here, you could just put on your videos so that people can kind of identify with the name and the face. Then for Bagada, we have Oluchi. Oluchi Nwagbo. Yes, I think that's her surname. Apologies for that. I missed out the surname. So we're working currently with expansion to Ikorodu, Abuja, and the US. They are not very active, but they are there for now. And further updates on those locations will be shared accordingly. So the LBB woman, this is like our DNA. These are some of the things that make up who we are and drives how we behave. The LBB woman is one with a progressive mindset and is committed to personal development. She has a growth mindset and is willing to be accountable to our vision and mission. She's willing to expand beyond a 9 to 5 and grow a business within the right framework in her field. She's willing to actively participate in projects and promote them. She has the right personal brand and represents LBB well at all times. So, I want to put a little bit more context to this, especially talking about the 9 to 5 and, growing beyond just having a 9 to 5. The truth is that in the economy of the world today, you can't just have a 9 to 5. And we've seen situations where most times it's the men that are brave enough to take up extra opportunities. They just walk in there and take it and they're like, I'll do it, I can do this, even if they don't know what to do. So we are building, we're looking for people that have that character, women that have that character to say, aside the 9 to 5, I can do this extra, I can do that extra. And you'll be hearing some testimonials on the course of this program where a few people will share their experience in LBB and how they've been able to grow from 0 or their 9 to 5 to being something much more. Then we have the do's and don'ts. So for the do's, as an LBB member, you have to build a positive personal brand. Very important. Very, very important, because your personal brand is the you that people see first, that they want to relate with. And if you have a negative personal brand, people would even want to relate with you. And as such, they won't want to relate with LBB because they'll be like, if these are the kind of people in LBB, then no, I don't want to be part of part of what they are doing. So you have to build a positive personal brand. You have to be committed to personal development. It's very important for us because, like Lara said, we're going to be having executive leadership change from time to time. And we want people that are truly committed to growing themselves and they can take on helms of affairs within LBB and outside LBB. They're able to push boundaries to get us into places that we want to, get into. So if you're not committed to personal development, you definitely not have that network, and you probably not even have the acumen to be able to push us into those places that we want to get into. You have to be committed to emotional intelligence. So important. You don't react to everything. You need to just apply some common sense, if I may say, to everything that you do. You don't need to, bear grudges or whatever. Just apply emotional intelligence at the workplace, in business dealings, with your counterparts, everything. Be presentable at all times. This feeds into having a positive personal brand, because you need to look nice. What people see first is your appearance, and it feeds off what you think about yourself as a personal brand. So you need to look nice all the time. It's very important. We're not saying you have to wear very expensive things, but you understand what we're saying. Like your Made, she sells very nice things at a really subsidized rate. So those are some of the kind of things I'm talking about. You participate actively in group programs. This is so important, because we can't be having a program and we can't be thinking of growing LBB with passive people. It's not going to work. Imagine if those of us in the exco, we were passive all these years. We will not have LBB. We will not be here today. So it's very important to, participate actively. If you're having challenges and you are unable to show up at a certain time, please communicate adequately. It is so important. Communication is very, very important, because the truth is that people would assume if you don't communicate appropriately. So we want to understand where we are, and we want to have all our cards laid on the table. You have to carry yourself in a honorable manner at all times and be teachable. Remember, we're all a work in progress. Where in doubt, please ask questions. So for don'ts, do not let a dispute escalate. Contact your chapter lead for possible resolution. Do not use LBB to promote any personal venture without getting permission from the president. So, what do we mean by this? For instance, you want to do something, it's a personal venture, but you put LBB on the face of it. Please do not do that without appropriate approvals, because there are sanctions for such things. Do not fight or be unruly in public. This is so important. The same attitude you put to your workplace, please remember that LBB is also your workplace, in quotes. Do you understand? If somebody bashes your car, whatever it is, try. I know it's really hard, but just try. Do not fight or be really or unruly in public. Do not post any irrelevant pictures or videos on the group without express permission from the group secretary. Do not be insensitive to the people on the group, as we have a diverse community of wonderful people. Do not bypass your chapter leads when trying to communicate sensitive information or complaints to the house. So we've had one or two issues, or we'll have things will definitely come up, you know, within our spaces. It's important to carry your chapter leads along. The reason why we have them is for structure and to make things light on the executive and everybody. If you tell your chapter lead knows how to communicate these things to the exco, and we can find a possible, balance to sort out everything. Imagine somebody bypassing a chapter lead to one of the exco to say, oh, I'm relocating, or I'm doing this, or something like that, and the chapter lead doesn't know. I don't think it's okay. That's why we have the chapter, because it's supposed to be like a cohesive, you know it's a cohesive part of LBB, where people in that axis can actually meet up, talk to each other, just feed off each other's energies. Very, very important. So this is the communication channel. Member goes to the chapter lead, like I just said. Then the charter lead will reach out to the president slash secretary or a co-founder. So these excos are the co-founders of the group. You can see their names. Founder is Tino Phillips, the president is Omolara Amobiaya, vice president Cynthia Ifode, secretary Omomi Olaidagbami. We have excos Adebimpe Bamboye, Ronke Martins, Tope Opatola, and Evelyn Aloide. So these are the people that are the helms of affairs right now. Aside the chapter leads, these are the people that are the helms of affairs right now. So key events, we have the LBB CSR project. This comes in form of a community development program, and this is chosen as per needs basis every year. So last year we had the LBB stimulus program where we did matching donors to matching recipients. In the time of COVID, a lot of people were down on cash, and we just had to help people to give them something. It was really subsidized, but I mean, we found a way to just make it happen. And we did something quite substantial. It was really, really good. We were able to get people to contribute to it. We also have the Women's Day event. We always have the yearly themed programs in line with the International Women's Day for the year. And sometimes we can take it out. We can have an online program, just something to commemorate with the day. After all, we're women. Do you understand? And we're trying to, bring our own tiny voice to the global community of women. Then we have Success on Hills. This is our annual business success and awards program where we celebrate our achievements for the year in review. We had one in December and it was an awesome time. We also organize specific events every quarter that help with people development and overall business growth. So Tokpa is going to be talking us through the LBB calendar once I'm done. And so, registered members, what do you enjoy? You enjoy the LBB business support. So, Success on Hills December, we announced that we're going to start with the LBB business support, and we're able to put a small structure in place where we can give some financial buffer of up to 200,000 for a short term, say 3 to 6 months. Terms and conditions apply. So if you're interested, and we also do it on a first come first serve basis based on the terms and conditions. Do you understand? So if you come at the time where um, we've already maxed out, you have to wait a bit. So those are some of the terms and conditions. But if you're interested, you can reach out to either your chapter lead or any of the excos, and we'll take it off from there. Then we give networking opportunities at LBB events, online and offline. These are kind of exclusive opportunities that are different from the things that we just share on the group. Then we have access to you would have access to our member only interdisciplinary database of investors, business owners, and entrepreneurs. Do you understand? So some of the things that happen within this space is that, for instance, we have a job or there's a business that somebody needs to execute, and they reach out to any one of us in the LBB space. We would reach out to the registered members first. Precious is one of the people that has um, benefited from this. I mean, we had a very huge job. Somebody was able to match her with, a very good contract, and she made a good deal out of it. It was, for me, it's not in terms of the money when I say good deal. I mean in terms of the opportunity, because for her to execute that, she'll be able to, she'll get referrals. So those are those are some of the things that you enjoy as a registered member. Because I mean, before we go to the larger house, we have to look at the people who are truly being ingrained with the LBB DNA to say, oh, this person, I can trust this person, I can go to sleep with this person. And that's why we're having this induction program. It's not just a plaything, it's a serious business to us. It's serious business to us. So those are some of the things you enjoy. Members will be able to place adverts on the LBB website and event um and events materials and souvenirs. So for instance, if we're having events, maybe like a physical event and we're printing things, you can sponsor some of those things and we can just it's like a partnership thing on souvenirs, materials, and all those things. The members will have access to seasoned professionals and entrepreneurs for mentorship in various areas of endeavors. Like Lara mentioned in the beginning, it is you first, registered members. It is you first before everybody else, because we're thinking of how can we grow you? How can we make you happy so that you can sell us easily? Do you understand? So when I say sell, I don't mean in terms of transactions only. I mean as 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 a as an LBB person, you can just, oh, I'm with LBB. These are some of the kind of things that they've done for me, and I think you should join. It just comes naturally because you know that you are getting extra value. For instance, we're having Madam YEMISI Peters talk to us today, and it is not just a for show thing. It was a hard sell trying to get her on board, and I can tell you that whatever you hear or learn from her today is something that you should hold very dear to your heart. You understand? Then paid members have slot access to be featured on our Success on Hills talk show, while it is at a fee for non-members. So if you are inducted today, you're registered and you're inducted today, you have access to be featured on our Success on Hills talk show. More details on that will be shared accordingly. So that brings me to the end of the presentation. This is our email. If you have inquiries, you can reach out to us. We have our community manager, Okay Aribiyi. I think she's here. Okay, please, you could just show your face. So,
Hello.
that brings me to the end of the presentation. Okay, just say hello to everybody.
Hello, good afternoon, all.
Good afternoon. Okay, so that is our community manager. Okay, Aribi. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed the session. I hope you learned a thing or two. I hope that you're able to keep these things in mind, these things that we've so put together for you. I hope you're able to keep them in mind and truly be LBB, truly represent us very well. Thank you. Over to you, Tokwe.
Okay, Tinu, let me share the screen.
Hello, Tokwe.
Yes, Tinu, you can take it off. Let me share the screen so that you can. Thank you. Please hold on. Okay, Tinu, you can go ahead and share. It seems that I'm having issues sharing my screen. Apologies for that. Okay. You can please scroll down so I can see the dates. Okay, thank you so much, Cynthia, for that wonderful presentation on LBB. I'm sure we all learned one or two things from there. So I will just be taking us through on our H2 LBB stakeholders schedule for the year. So we have new members induction in September. We have an induction going on now. The second batch would take place in September. So we expect that for members that will be interested in joining, they begin to register from today. Because once the slot is filled up, we would have to stop at that point just before the induction in September. We also have the SOH Talk Show Reloaded. SOH simply means Success on Hills. It's basically where we have paid members come in and then some invited guests come in, and then we have a program which we have one that is currently now on YouTube. So you can just go ahead, search for SOE Talk Show, and you can see our past events that have occurred. We have that will be taking place between September and December. We have the MBS, which is currently being chaired by 2 co-founders, that's Omomi and Evelyn. MBS is an acronym for My Business Show. This is usually done live on Instagram, where we have invited guests come in, share their businesses, share nuggets on how the success journey about their businesses. We also have not only entrepreneurs, even employees coming to share nuggets on their companies. We have the next one, paid members training. This is usually done monthly, where we have seasoned coaches coming to train our members. And this training is done and it's an array of different subjects. We most likely, most times we focus on the businesses of the paid members and how we expect them to grow. And so we invite guests to come in and train. We invite coaches to come in and train our members. We have the chapter hangout, which is expected to be done in October. The island chapter, had that done last month. They had that done this month, earlier in the month. And what we expect during the chapter hangouts is basically respect for members to come in, share their experiences, if they have issues with business, if they have issues maybe in their employment, just basically women coming in and sharing a lot of things and how to grow as individuals. And then we have leadership training and leaders training on leadership. This is going to be conducted in September. So this training is done for both co-founders and the chapter leads. And then our last event will be conducted in December, Success on the Hills event. That usually comes up every December every year. We've done that for the past 3 years, and I'm pretty sure that for everybody that has attended can testify to how amazing the event has always been. And so we encourage other members that have not joined, that have not become paid members, to take advantage of all this that I've just mentioned. Right now, I would hand over to Wumi, who will be introducing our amazing guest speaker. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. for that breakdown of our programs. We truly appreciate you. So, Tinu, are you there? Could you help me share the picture of Coach YEMISI? Coach YEMISI, are you online? Are you ready for us? Before Coach YEMISI gives us our usually power-packed talk, please be prepared though. Be prepared for her. Before she gives us our usually power-packed talk, let me read our profile to us, to our hearing. Can you hear me, everybody?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great.
Yes, we can.
Fantastic. Thank you. YEMISI
Yes.
Peters is a graduate of mass communications, but majored in public relations and advertising from the Lagos State University. She's an associate member of the Chartered Institute of Personnel Management and International Public Relations Association, UK. With over 30 years of work experience in oil and gas sector. She worked in various aspects of the company's human resource management, including having the responsibilities for managing and coordinating the training administration unit. She was involved in learning and development, facilitation of the organizational development initiatives, and other soft skills program. She has attended several trainings, both locally and internationally. Also, she's member of the Learning and Development Network International, LDNI, Meeting Professional International, Texas, USA, MPI, Association of Professional Party Organizers and Event Management of Nigeria, APPOEMN, and recently became the Education Director of the association. She is an associate member of the Women in Management and Business, WIMBIS. YEMISI retired from paid employment in 2016 to start her own business. She decided to retire early to pursue her passion and interest in the entrepreneurial world. Currently, she's the creative director of Sparkling World Business and Events, a business idea that was born in 2013 while still in full employment. She has a mission to contribute a quota by adding value to the event management profession through proper planning, safe execution of events, excellent and flawless service to the satisfaction of their various clients. She's a member of the John Maxwell team of speakers, coaches, and trainers, and also the lead facilitator at YEMISI Peters Consulting Limited. YEMISI has a very strong desire for growth through consistent learning, which has helped and still helps acquire the required skills for assisting individuals, entrepreneurs, and young leaders embrace their uniqueness in expressing their God-given talents with the right attitude. This is achieved through coaching, training, speaking, and mentoring. She sees herself as a woman of influence who is committed to living an intentional life of service to God and humanity. YEMISI is happily married to one husband and blessed with 3 amazing children. Welcome, Coach YEMISI.
Thank you very much.
You know, I'm so glad that we have someone that wears so many hats coming to talk to us. You know, it shows that we can do whatever we put our minds to do. It doesn't matter how many it is. We are women, we multitask. We can do so many things and say, I'm excelling it. And we are so glad to have you here, Matt, to talk to us. So let me hand over the microphone to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mommy. Thank you. I'm so grateful for this opportunity. Thank you for that profile. So great. Herself. I call her my as well. And then every member of this executive, I thank you. Because I have, some other things I need to do today. I'm like, okay, let me just quickly do what I have to do and then just zoom off. But the thing started and they are just going and going. But honestly, I was enjoying everything. I enjoyed all the programs. I enjoyed, what you shared, Mommy. I enjoyed what Cynthia shared. And I can tell you that I have my notes here. I was able to take some things down. I hope you can all hear.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can, ma'am.
Okay, thank you very much. All right. So I was taking down some notes. LBB, I really were structured. You care to go through all that the period with you, and I want to salute every one of you. Well done. I want you to give yourselves a round of applause. It's not easy.
Oh, it's like we lost. It's like we've lost Coach YEMISI for a minute. If you can give us a moment, let me consult with her. Let me find out what happened. Please bear with us. Thank you.
I'm back. Is it from my end or from your end?
It was from your end, ma'am.
Are you serious?
Yes,
Oh
ma'am.
my God. You know, sometimes when you are praying for something not to happen and that thing will not happen, that's exactly what happened. All right.
Thank you,
Okay.
you're
So,
back. So let's
all
start.
right. Thank you. All right. So, thank you very much. When Tinu called me, I can't remember, did she call?
Ma, we can't hear you.
She didn't think about it before.
Ma,
oh,
it's like it's
can't hear me?
breaking, so we couldn't hear you.
Oh, okay. So what about now?
Yes, we can
hear
hear
me
you now. Yes, but it seems like the network is
It's breaking.
Exactly.
Well, it's clearer now.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
it is.
Devil is a liar. We will invent.
Amen.
It's clearer now.
Amen. Yes, it's
Okay.
clear now.
All right.
I know. Please go on.
It's clearer now. Okay. So I'm someone that, you know, when I'm told about anything, when somebody approaches me for something, you know, there are some people like that actually. They don't even think twice. They will just, yes, I can do it. And then later I now go back and say, hey, my God, what did I do? Haven't I committed myself? I didn't even think about it before I accept. So I accepted. And then I said, okay, don't worry, let me just go and check my calendar and let's see how it works. We plan to have the physical, you know, event, which I would have loved so much, but unfortunately it didn't happen. But here we are today. I'm one of those people that would not like all this video stuff and all that. I never liked it. I remember when COVID started, I never wanted to accept this thing that we're doing right now. But, you know, when you don't accept things, you will just be there and people are just moving. So I thank God that I'm able to accept and I'm here with you live. So thank you once again for this opportunity. Please, how many minutes do I have? So I don't exceed my allotted time. How many minutes
Ma,
do I have?
you have 10 minutes, Ma, but we can give you 15 extra if maybe for
15
questions.
minutes.
For questions,
Okay,
if there's
I'll
someone
try.
that has a question. So 10 minutes for you to
10
talk
minutes.
and 5 minutes for people to ask you questions.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, so thank you also to the inductees. I want to congratulate you, Yomade, Tenia, Precious, Debbie, and Adebisi. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you to have taken this bold decision to be a part of this wonderful organization. Okay, so like I said, when I received Tinu's invite, I didn't think about it. I just accepted. And then I went back and said, what is wrong with you? You didn't even think about it before you accepted. You see, some of us behave like that. Then we'll go back into the corners of our room and start to pray. God, I have done something. Come and help me out of it. Okay, so what jumped at me when she gave me the topic? I wouldn't know why she chose me, but I thank God all the same. So what jumped at me was a book that was written by my coach and mentor, Becoming a Person of Influence. This is a book that I love so much. So, I mean, I love it so much. I have read it over and over. And I remember during a certification, I got certified as a John Maxwell speaker and coach and trainer in 2017. So the first thing I did after the certification was to try and talk to people about this. I was so excited, but I was looking for people to talk to about this book, okay? And this has practically helped to continuously model my life around this book. And I am intentional about becoming a woman of influence, whether you like it or not. Don't get me wrong, I am not perfect, but I'm working at who I want to be every day of my life, okay? It's like my 10 commandments. It's something that I want to follow on a daily basis. If we have the time, I'll share the qualities, you know, which John Maxwell has shared with us in this book. If you have the time, I'll share with you as we, you know, proceed. Okay, so what does it mean to be a woman of worth? That's our topic for today, a woman of worth. What does it mean to be a woman of worth or high value? I want you to quickly go into the chat room quickly. Can you just type, you know, something there for me? What does it mean to you to be a woman of worth? Quickly, we don't have time, so I need to quickly rush. What does it mean to you? It means different things to different people. But to you, what does it mean to be a woman of worth or a woman of high value? Let's go. I'm waiting. Thank you everyone for the welcome. Just saying that. Thank you very much. Relevance, influence, impact, fantastic. It means that I should have relevance and influence, fantastic. You'd have to be impactful, fantastic. Ability to impact lives positively. Okay, one that gives life a meaning, good. Any other person? Yeah, Adebisi, ability to impact lives. Precious says one that gives life a meaning. Yomade says to be impactful. Cynthia says it means that I should have relevance and influence. And then, okay, Ariyibi says, being a woman of worth is being a woman who has all aspects of her life working well, nothing lacking. Fantastic, I love that. Who says a role model? Patience says a role model to younger girls. Fantastic. Joke says to love yourself, love others, and impact lives. And Temitope says an intentional woman. Fantastic. Thank you very much. You all have done great. So you know why I'm really about all your responses? Because none of you has mentioned anything that has to do with money. Am I right? Nobody has mentioned anything that has to do with money. So you don't have to have money before you can become a woman of worth. They are stinkingly rich, you understand, but they are not even respected. And even if they respect them, take it from me, is because of in from them. That is why they are respecting them. And if you agree with me that there are some people out there, they flock towards some people because they are rich, because they have money, and there's poverty in the land. So whoever that is able to meet their needs, they will tend towards that area, okay? But when you remove every other thing, that person is a nobody, okay? So that it is. So let me quickly share a story with you before I proceed, and then you'll be able to understand, to me, who a woman of worth is. Many years ago, when I was still working, and I think I went to the cafeteria for lunch in my previous organization. And then I was still there. I wasn't ready to leave because I just got there at that time. And then another friend got there and we got talking. And then she was like, oh, something happened before I left the office. I was passing through the car park. And I, arguing with some other employees that somebody said I parked I can't remember if I had a driver then, I'm not sure. I don't think I had a driver then. And then they said I parked my car to block someone, I wasn't meant to park in that manner. And the security man engaged them. He was ready to fight and said, the Mrs. Peters that I know will never, yes, I don't know the number of her car, but I know her that much that she will never block any other person's car. And people now started, with him, and like, but you don't even know the number of this car. So how are you so sure that this car is not for Mrs. Peters? He now said to them, if you get to find out that this car belongs to her, then do anything that you want with me. So the lady was narrating that to me at the cafeteria. And I said, are you serious? She said, yes. Okay, fine. So I finished what I was doing and I quickly, rushed back to the office. And by the time I got there, they were still there. They were still arguing. The person that parked the car was not there to remove the car. And immediately I got there. And the security man said, okay, there she is. Mrs. Peters, we are having some issues here. They said you parked your car to block another person and the person needs to go out urgently. And I said, that is not my car. I would never park like that. And, everybody was like, wow, what's, and the security man was like, I told you. So I didn't even really know that security man that much. Do you understand? I was like, I just stood and I was just looking. Then later, people now started coming to me. So did you know that security man before? Started asking me questions. I said, no, I don't really know him like that. I just know he's a security man. I park and and like that. So they were really amazed. And then when I go back to my office, I sat myself down and I said, God, this is what I really want. This is who I want to be. I want to be a woman of honor. I want to be someone that can be trusted. Even when I'm not there, people can echo. Do you understand? To vouch for me, to vouch for my character, to vouch for who I am. Okay. Don't get me wrong. I am not there yet. I am still a work in progress, but that is who I want to be. And I am very, very intentional about it. And I am working towards it. Okay. So while doing a research, when I got this topic, I came across this, and I'll quickly read it to you. A woman of worth is the totality of who she is more than her body, age, or beauty. A truly empowered woman knows how to love herself and love another completely. Her heart has no limits. Her choices have no limits. A woman's worth is measured by a life full of fully expressed, the courage to be her own person and create her own vision of life, regardless of what the society says about her. Okay? As long as we live our truth and express our lives fully, there's no limit to our worth. We are servants to our dreams, not to society's expectation. Okay? So let me quickly take you through the qualities of a woman of worth or high value that I have put together. You may want to put them down if you so desire, because that is what I do. Every opportunity I have to learn, I have my notepad and pen putting some things down, because I know someday, somehow, I would need all those things. Okay. So a woman of worth is feminine. We all know she's a woman. She possesses all the characteristics associated with being a woman. So if I had appeared to you here and looked like a man, I'm sure some of you will be asking, Mommy, what happened? Who did you say our speaker? Okay, so you need to have the characteristics of a woman. She takes care of her appearance. I'm glad that Cynthia has mentioned most of the things I have in my notes. Okay, so she takes care of her appearance, decent, humble, respectful. You don't need to break the bank to look good. I have lived my life in such a way that whatever it is that I have, I am content with it. I can wear from head to toe. I can decide to go. In fact, sometimes I can put on 10K, but it depends on how I carry myself. Okay, it doesn't have to be, 2x. Whatever you're putting on doesn't have to be too expensive. Okay, you don't have to put on designer stuff. If you can afford it, please don't get me wrong, because if I can afford it, I will go for it. All right. But if I cannot afford it, whatever I can go for, I will go for it. I once told a friend of mine that, do you have a problem with designer stuff? She does not have the money. She cannot afford it. She would even go to borrow. And I'm like, why would you have to go this length just because you want to? What are you trying to prove yourself to? Okay. If your problem is designer wear, I know they have fake ones. Okay, then you can go get the fake ones. Begin to wear them if that is your problem. Okay. Instead of you going to borrow and at the end of the day, they're coming to, start shouting at you for what you have borrowed and you did not return. All right. Okay. So you need to be decent. Whatever you are putting on, let it sit on you. Know what fits you. Don't wear things because other people are wearing it. It might not suit your body structure. You must know your body structure. You must know the colors that suits your body, because people wear different colors or wear different styles. And so you too, because that is what is in vogue, you want to do the same thing. It might not work for you. All right. Okay. She takes care of her health. I'm a culprit when it comes to that, because to go to the hospital sometimes is usually a problem for me. Sometimes I don't want to go to the hospital. Okay. But it's very important that a woman of worth will take care of her health. Whatever you need to do to stay healthy, to stay strong, you must ensure that you do it. If you have appointment, doctor's appointment, make sure you go. schedule your maybe annual examination with the doctor. All these things are very important. All right. Then she cares about people because she's a woman of value who adds value to other people. John Maxwell will say that women of value add value to other people. But if you don't appreciate who you are, if you're not a woman of value, how do you add value to other people? Okay. So for you to be able to add value to other people, you must be a woman of value. Okay. Care about people, be kind, be nice. Whatever comes out of your mouth, let it be words that would encourage people. That would help to lift people's souls up. All right. She's emotionally intelligent and stable. However, being stable doesn't mean she doesn't cry or never gets angry. No. Be emotionally intelligent means you can understand, you try to understand other people, put yourself in the shoes of other people, because you do not even know what people are going through. People are going through a whole lot, especially in this time, what we are facing right now. Some people are walking on the streets, they are empty. Okay, that's why we need to be careful, when we are, anywhere. Be careful of what to say to people. Be careful not to hit people. And we need to also say this to all our children, our siblings, because you don't know what everybody is carrying. People are carrying a whole lot of things, different baggages. They don't even know where to drop them. Don't let them drop them at your feet. Okay, that is very important. We all do have our challenges. Makeup has done us this way. Before, I didn't wake up to be like this morning. I touched up my face. I put powder. I did everything. I put everything. I need to come out looking nice. But behind it, you don't know. You don't know. Maybe when I get to the color, there are certain things that bothers me that I would not think about. But thank God for God, because we have Christ in us. Because no matter what it is, you cannot solve your own problems by yourself. But we know that there's someone we can table our matter before that would help us in whatever thing or whatever challenge that we are going through. We do not have problems. We have challenges. People have challenges. It is not new, it is not strange. You will not be the first, neither will you be the last. Okay? So whatever it is, whatever challenge it is, my friend, just if you have God, you have everything. He will sort you out. There is not, if you frown from today till next year, it can't solve your problem. If you put your head on the floor and put your legs down, it will not solve your problem. Why not hand it over to the person that is able to help you? Okay? All right. She cries. Sometimes you cry. It's not a crime to cry. I've heard many times they say men don't cry. Who says? Who says men don't cry? There are times you just need to let it out. It's like a steam. You need to let it out. If you don't let it out, you enter problems. I know that there are times that you're going through stuff. It is not everybody you can teach. Okay, because some people, as you are talking to them, before you leave or before they even leave you, they're already passing the information to another person. We have people like that. Okay, but may God always, give us that discerning spirit to know when to talk and when not to talk, and to direct us to people we can actually trust and speak to at every point in time that can help us. Because I can tell you that sometimes you need people to talk to. You need to let out something. Once you let it out, then you are free. You are happy with yourself. Okay, so that you don't have it on top of you. It's too much a load to carry. It's heavy. You can't carry it. So you need somebody to talk to. All right. Okay. Relatively, a woman of worth is relatively secure of herself, of her own worth. Okay, she's secure in herself. She's not bothered about what anybody says about her. She's confident in herself. She's not arrogant. She's not proud, but she's confident in herself. Okay, she's not going out there to make any public drama. I thank you that in your do's and don'ts, you have all these things captured. I remember, was it at the beginning of this year, my daughter had an accident, somebody hit her, and she was explaining what happened. And one of our family friends was there. She said, okay, so what did you do? Did you do it for him? Did you do all that? She said, what did you just say? I wouldn't do that. People are passing. How do you expect people to see me? I'm a lawyer, for Christ's sake. I won't do that. I mean, this is the era of social media. Anybody can just capture, do a video and see me struggling or fighting with someone. I would never do that. And she kept quiet. She didn't say anything. I also took something from there. So that's why I say we learn from people every day. You cannot know everything. We keep learning. No matter, from our children, we learn. See, don't hide. They know more than you do. So whatever you don't know, ask. Don't be ashamed. There is no China. Who China's help? It does not, and it won't help you. So if you don't know, ask them, they will teach you. Sometimes when you tell them to come and teach you how to do something, you will see the way they'll be doing it. And you even say, wait, take it easy. Let me just look at it. Let me see what you are doing. They don't have time for smith. They don't have time. They want to do it quickly and get off. Be patient with them. You don't know if they want to teach you, you are doing shakara. For who? So just calm down. Be calming down if you want to learn. All right. So not excessively anxious. A woman of God is not excessively anxious. You are not anxious. The Bible says with prayer and supplication, make your request known to God. This is a blank check. He has given it unto us. So why are you bothered? What can you solve by your own self? With prayer and supplication, make it known to God. Ask the one that can give it. And my life, see, if I pray for things, I pray it over a period of time and I'm not getting it. You know what I say to myself? YEMISI, it's not ready for you to have that thing. Go and relax, face some other things, okay? So I don't get myself unnecessarily worked up. It is not ready. Face some other things, So maybe it's not even good for you at that time. You don't know. You want something and you keep praying. You will fast. You will do everything. It will not happen because maybe it's not the right time, or it's not even good for you at that time, because God knows what is good for us. His thoughts towards us are of good and not of evil. So every time, know that God will not do something that you would not want or that you not love. So whatever God wants us to do, of course, He would do it to us, okay? No wild mood swings. Some people, you will hear they say, this one, no, don't go to her this time of the day. She's always having mood swings. Kilo, they pray about it and flush it out of your life. Which one is mood swing? Today they see you are happy. The next one, I mean, it happens, sometimes you are not in your mood. But must you carry it on your head that everybody sees you, they know that you're having this, or they see you, they know you are in your period. So what's the meaning about that? You don't have to be that, okay? It is something you can pray about. Get it out of your life. Who is mood swing? Please get the devil behind you. The devil does not have, that role in your life. Generally, be positive and uplifting. Be positive to yourself. When you are positive, it reflects in everything that you do, and also encourage other people as well. When people see, they want to be around you because you're someone that is always uplifting other people. Okay, you're always speaking positive things into the life of other people. Even when you want to get to a particular level and you are not there yet, and you see your friend or somebody, doing well, appreciate them. See, it's not easy to come out of a comfort zone. And when you see somebody that has come out of a comfort zone, celebrate them. Celebrate God for them, because your own time will still come. See, there are seasons. We have morning, we have afternoon, we have evening, we have summer, we have winter, we have spring, and all that. There are seasons. Who told you? Maybe that person you are looking at has already passed through her winter season, her whatever season, and is enjoying the summer season. Okay, so if you have not, passed through your own winter season, don't think you cannot get to your summer season. Okay, so just relax, be calm. You will get there. Just be positive. All right. She has good command of the English language. Okay, at least you can speak. People can understand what you say. Whatever language you have chosen to speak in, you can communicate effectively and people can understand you. It's not about speaking grammar. Grammar, what is grammar? Speak something, let people understand. Or you are speaking with your nose, people cannot even hear what you're saying. Some people, you call them for training and they'll call you to come and train. Now we have even people that can deliver the training in the way we understand. And they will now call you, will be talking to, and they will asking questions because they didn't understand. They didn't understand. They don't even know the question to ask. Okay, that's one thing. All the people that will be able to speak the way we speak, that they would understand, okay, and they will get something out of it. But it goes beyond communication skills and intelligence, okay? All these things you need to understand and know how to communicate with other people in a way that they will understand what you are saying, not just saying crap. And after you are done, they'll pack their bags and go. Ask them what they learned. Nothing. They didn't hear anything. Okay. She radiates positivity and lifts people up. I said that earlier. Every time you see them, they're happy. Maybe before they left their houses, you never can tell what they have gone through. So many things to happen, but you don't know because they are out there. They're forgetting about what happened in the house. Sometimes things happen. I'm out of the house. I don't want to carry what happened to me in the house and take it out. Okay. She knows where to set boundaries. Yes, we need to set boundaries. That's why I like this. I like ladies setting, ladies breaking boundaries. I so much love it. That was one of that name alone, was what attracted me, to Tinu. I love that name so much. I love it. Ladies, when I look at it, what comes to my mind is because I already painted a picture in my head of a fearless lady who is not intimidated by whatever obstacle or impediment representing a boundary. She will never take no for an answer. Whatever it is that when they say no, she will never take for an answer. A couple of years back, my children were still very young. And we were in the living room. I was in the kitchen. My son was in the living room. And, something happened. So I went to the living room to check. After I finished what I was doing, I was going back into the kitchen. And I just looked back. I don't know why I had to look back. And I looked back. We just moved into our house, our home, our own home then. And I saw a snake, very long snake. I don't know how the snake got into the house. I was the only one in the house with the children. And the snake had, raised its head like that with the tongue stuck out. And my son was there. He didn't even because he was busy watching the TV. By the time I looked back, I screamed, Jesus! The boy jumped from where he was sitting. I didn't even know what to do at that point. But I was determined. That's my son there. This is the snake. Nothing must happen. I got up. I took everything I could take. My daughter was in the house. All of them, they started bringing stuff. At the point, they called their dad. Their dad said, yeah, no, please. Lock the door. Everybody should get out of there. I said, shut the door. Well, if I lock the door and the snake will be in the house, how are we going to get the snake out? I did not. I pushed my children out. They were crying, Mommy, come on. I said, no, I'm not going to. This snake, I must see your end. I don't know where that boldness came from. But I just I determined in the mind, this snake, you will not be in this house. You must get out of this house. So that was how we started struggling. It was really long. We started struggling. At the end of the day, I got it out of the house. I put it on the field. I put kerosene. It did not burn the snake. It did, and it didn't. I'm telling you, I got cutlass. I started cutting it into pieces. And when my husband came, my husband said, you this Torono, where did you get all this stamina from? Where did you get it from? But I told you to get out of the house and lock the door. I said, if I lock the door, how are we going to be able to locate where the snake is? That is a woman that is ready to fight. You fight for your children. You don't see your children, if something is about to happen to your child and you're sitting down there and say, whatever will be, let it be. For where? It is not possible. You rise. And that is who I see a woman breaking boundary is, shattering every glass ceiling. Where are you coming from? You can't. It is not possible. Okay. So I don't know how many minutes I have left. So if you don't
you have 2 more minutes left.
2 more minutes. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
She has a growth mindset. She wants to learn. She wants to know everything. She's inquisitive. She would ask questions because she knows she does not know everything. That is why I love Tinu so much. Tinu is a growth guru, and that's why I'm following her bumper to bumper because she's my coach as well. Okay, I've learned a lot from her. She's passionate. She's addicted to growth. Okay, and that is who I am. I'm learning. I don't care who it is. I want to learn from everybody, whether it's small girl, whether anybody. I'm ready. Whether you're an illiterate, because you can always learn from anybody. Okay, all right. She's authentic. A woman of work is authentic. She's real. She will say the way it is. She's not pretending. She's content. Okay, that is who a woman of work is. She's not looking at other people and want to be like them. Yeah, you can want to be like them. Not like being envious of them. Okay, but you can try and begin to strive to grow yourself in the area that you want to become. Like I told you, I want to be a woman of influence, and nobody can take that away from me. That is who I want to become. I'm not there yet, but I will get there. It is not about, it's not about money. Money is not everything, okay? All right, she's not arrogant, she's confident in herself. I said that. She's not perfect. That is who she is not. She's not perfect. But even in her imperfection, she's so honorable. Even in her imperfection, she's so honorable. People are ready to help her to do also, even before she opens her mouth to talk, people are already, there to assist her. She may not necessarily be a devout, I want you to get that. She may not necessarily be a devoted Christian or Muslim, but believes in doing good and doing the right thing. If you die in church, that does not really matter. If you die in church and you don't have that good character of what use or what value are you go to church, you fast, 7 days a week you are in church. Every fasting, every program you are there. Is that what we are saying? No. Let it show who you are. Okay, it's not about going to church and dying. All right, so let me leave other parts. So ladies, I want to congratulate you today for taking the bold step to come out to be a member of Ladies Breaking Boundaries, okay? And this is just the beginning. You are going higher and higher. I want you to go there. Most people join groups or organizations mainly for personal benefits. Don't look at what you are going to be benefiting. What do you have that you want to contribute? What are you going to contribute to the organization? It's not about you, okay? So be ready to also give back. Join people to do what they are doing. Be ready to join hands with others to achieve the objectives, the goals of the organization. It has been read out to you. Where do you come in? Where do you fit in? You cannot know everything. I agree with you. But look at everything they have tabled. Where do you fit in? Okay? Don't be afraid to take the lead. Some people are sometimes, before now, I don't want to take the lead. I'm just comfortable where I am. But because since the day I slapped the devil, I said, look, me and you, we are in the same trouser. He has let me alone. Okay, so I'm doing what I want to, what God wants me to do, and God is helping me. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Okay, nobody knows everything. See, sometimes when you ask questions, they will laugh at you. Let me tell you something. That question they are asking, that other person does not know. Okay, that person does not know, but that person is laughing at you. Don't bother your head. You go ahead, ask, because you don't know who is there to answer your question. Lend a helping hand whenever you have the opportunity. Don't stay back and be waiting for somebody to do something. Lend a helping hand. Help people as much as possible. I'm not saying that you should, go out of your way, help people. Do you understand? But not at the detriment of your life or anything. Go out and help people. Okay, so before I go, let me leave you with this quote by Maya Angelou. I love her so much. She said, you may encounter many defeats, which you will. That is not part of the quote. I'm just telling you, you may encounter defeats. You will, definitely. All right. So don't say, God forbid, it is not my portion. It will happen. So let me get ready for that. But you must not be defeated. You must not be defeated. In fact, it may be necessary to encounter the defeats so you can know who you are, what you can rise from, how you can still come out of it. That is by Maya Angelou. Thank you very much. I'm sorry if I've taken some of your time. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you.
Wow.
Bless you.
Wow. Okay, see, you never fail to leave me amazed. It's like every time you talk, there's always something. Let me just say this here. Yesterday, I encountered a defeat that made me cry my heart out. I cried, seriously. And then I slept off because I said, yes, I slept off because I wanted to attend a class that would improve me in the night. I said, I cried and then I slept off so that I would attend class. My mind was in the class that was going to improve me. So I've never heard this quote, this Maya Angelou's quote, but it just struck me like you're speaking to me. I said it to somebody, I said, I won't be broken. I'm very resilient.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not easily broken. So I would not be defeated. And so it's like, it's something that you're buttressing that fact again for me. And that's how it always is. Anytime you speak, it's like you're speaking directly to me. I don't know. I don't know why that happens, but thank you so much for that power-packed speech. I took so many things away. I have my book here. I wrote down so many things already. Yes. I wrote down so many things already. So does anybody have any question for Coach YEMISI Peters? Anybody? Any question? Any contribution? What do you want to say? Let's give like 5 minutes for that. If you have anything, you can unmute yourself, I think. Or I can unmute you. You can raise your hand and I can unmute you. Or if you can unmute yourself and speak. Does anybody have anything? Okay. So we all, okay, can we unmute ourselves and give Coach MC, like a round
I can't
of
believe, I think we have some questions. We have some
yes,
questions
yes.
because I was
Omolayomide
about to.
has a question. Yes, Omolayomide has a question. Okay, Omolayomide.
Okay. Thank you very much, Coach Yemisi. I don't have a question. I just had to unmute to tell you how much and how powerful what you just said, how much it resonated with me. It was as if you saw my life this past week, because it was an overwhelming one. It was a week that there was hardly a day that I did not cry. Sometimes it would be tears of joy, sometimes it would be tears coming from, just the sheer overwhelming, the way everything was just coming or rushing at me. So it was as if you were just speaking to my heart. So that was why at the point I had to go off video to really take it in, all that you were saying. So I don't have any question. I have questions, but I know how to contact you, as it happens daily. But I just want to say thank you very much. You've been a blessing to me, especially. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
So happy to hear that.
That's so sweet.
Thank you, my president. Thank you.
Is there any other person? Does anybody want to say anything? Any contribution? Okay,
Yes, I have
Tina.
a question for Coach Yemisi.
Okay, then.
Okay, so Coach Yemisi, this question is, I believe it is relevant to so many people. And that is why I would like to ask that question, because we get to hear it from time to time. Even when we feel that we have a hang of it, some situations could probably just spring up, even in marriage or in your personal corner, and then you realize that, okay, you think you even have the hang of this, but you don't have it fully and all. So I want to speak to the aspect of having to probably manage all, like, for instance, having to combine work, when we talk about a woman of work, you've said it's not linked to money. It is actually linked to you living a life of influence, a life of impact, and so many others. So while trying to achieve this, right, to balance this, live a life of influence to your community, to people around you, also try to grow people, and also take care of, impact your children the right way, and also still keep that balance, ensuring that your husband is also fine. So how are we able to balance all of these things? Like, the society needs me, my children needs me, my husband needs me, without anyone breaking down, without anyone coming to say that you've neglected me and I'm having issues right now. So how are we able to do that?
All right. Thank you very much for that question. I've heard that over and over again. But I would always say that I have been very lucky, even when I was having my children, because I had, my mom around me. I had my siblings. They were always taking turns to take care of my children. I'm indebted to them. I don't know if I should say for life, but I would tell you that I'm indebted to my mom and my siblings, because I remember those years when I get to work and some of my colleagues, they are crying, call them on the phone, and maybe the house help is saying, Madam, I did go. Do you understand? Somebody that is at work and she becomes, unsettled. She starts to cry and all that. I have never experienced that in my life. I will tell you the truth. I didn't experience it. My mom was around me. And the reason my mom was around me, because I come from a polygamous home, okay? So at some point, my mom had to come to stay with me, and she refused to go back to my dad. She said he has other wives. Let the other wives be taken care of. Do you understand? So I had my mom, even though my dad was like, taking my wife away, what sort of thing is that? I must return my wife. My mom, I said, my mom, oh yeah, come and go back. Your husband is looking for you. Come and go back home. She said, if you will drive me out of your place, I'll go and get a place and be staying there. God has opened my eyes now. No way, I've done that. All those kind of things. So I had my mom around me, okay. But for people who do not have, such opportunities and all that, have a support system that works for you. You cannot do anything without support system. You need it. Anyhow, you're going to get it. You can have support systems in friends. You can have support systems, maybe, who would I say? Maybe even your husband's family. There are some people you'll be close. Not everybody will not hate you. You have friends.
True.
Okay, everybody will not hate you. not all of them will like you, but you have some that will still love you. Okay, so take advantage of that. Take advantage of even our nannies, and we have some of them that are good. And thank God we are praying mothers. We can always pray, and God will show us exactly what to do. It's not easy to balance all these things together. You just have to look at what works for you. All right. Then may God always provide for us. You see, if you have money, sometimes to do all these things, it helps you a lot.
Yeah,
you can know what to do. And then when it comes to the home, like the husband, sometimes when I pray, God, the Proverbs 31 woman, I want to be like the Proverbs 31 woman. Then you not see the man will come home. Yeah, me give me water. Yeah, me give me plate. Yeah, me give me that.
It's true.
Is it easy to be proper?
Right?
I'm telling you, it's not easy. Bring me water, carry my leg, carry my shoulder, only me,
Oh my
So
God.
sometimes I get upset. But then all these things happen. Do you understand? Sometimes you be angry. We both went to work and we are home. Instead of you to assist to do something, you're sitting and ordering me around. Now let me tell you. And because Funke has her own husband that will assist her in that way, does not mean your own husband will do that for you.
That's true.
It is your own, take it to what God has given to you. You cannot give it another person. So find a way of how that thing will work. Period. Funke is different from BC. All right. So whatever works for you is fine. Look away from what BC is doing in her house with her husband. BC and her husband know how to put their things together. Because it's not working for you in that area does not mean your husband is not nice or is not good, is not kind. There are some other areas that Funke's husband is not meeting up, but your own husband is meeting up. This has happened to me before. So I learned to take what God has given me and I'm running. God help me. And help everyone.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you so much. I want to read something that somebody wrote here.
Okay.
That's Ronke. Ronke Martin said, she spoke to us in the language that we understand, no filters, nothing but the simple truth. I agree. Thank you, Mom. You played my last 3 weeks to me. Very grateful and inspiring. That's so, in fact, she used the last word, that last word, inspiring, is something I would always use to describe you. So when they say I should describe you, yes, it's inspiring. And you're quite simple. I just going straight to the point. You really used language, the language that we understand, you broke it down to us. Normally there was no pretense, nothing, just regular, just the way we know it. You came down to our level. You were talking to us in the language that we could relate to.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear both of you.
Yes, I can hear both of you.
Okay, I didn't hear you all the while, so you need to back up.
Oh yes, I will. I don't mind backing up. I said you spoke to us in the language that we could relate to. You gave us instances of what we could actually say has happened to us. It wasn't something out of the air. It was just there were natural things that could happen to anyone. Thank you so much. And about the support system, I couldn't agree more. There is nothing like having a support system that works, especially for a woman that wears so many hats. There is nothing like a support system that works. Once you can have that support system down packed, I'm telling you, there is nothing that can stop you from achieving your goals. Nothing. Just have that support system in you. And remember that your support system includes God. It includes God and the people that God has put in your life. So once you have that down and set and ready, in fact, the sky is just your starting point.
Exactly, it's just a starting point.
And it doesn't mean that you would not encounter challenges. It doesn't mean that when you encounter speed bumps, you will. You might have to go slowly at some point. You might have to jog back and re-strategize. You might have there's so many things you have to do just to get to that goal that you're attaining to get to. So thank you so much, Coach BC. Is there any other person before we round off this section of the induction ceremony? Is there any other person that wants to say something? Okay, great then. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Mom. I can't thank you enough. I think I've said thank you.
everybody.
Let's give her a round of applause, people. Thank you, a round of applause.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes,
right.
ma'am. Okay, so on the agenda, next on the agenda, we have testimonials. So this testimonials is open to everybody here. I am assuming that everybody here is affiliated to LBB. So we would like to have testimonials. How has LBB helped you? So let me use myself as let me start with myself. I think I'm the one with the mic, right? So I'm allowed to start with myself. So you can see the way I'm talking there. I'm very confident, I'm looking so fly, so everything. It did not come just once. So if you watched our first episode of MBS, that's my business show. In fact, MBS gave me the platform to, practice my talking. I talk a lot, naturally. If you've known me from when I was small, I am Elejowewe. Sorry for my non-Yoruba sisters. I talk a lot. I like to talk. I've even gotten into trouble for talking too much. So, but MBS gave me that platform to harmonize this skill. This is my talking skill. This is my presentation skills. I've not gotten there yet. I still do at times when I forget, some words. Do you understand? But I know that I'm getting better and better by the day. The feedback that I get, from people that watch the show has made me, want to improve myself the more. So, and I wouldn't have been able to do that if LBB did not give me that opportunity. If I was not part of LBB, I wouldn't have been able to, co-host my business show and, get to be better at what I'm doing right now. So I would like to say thank you to LBB. That's my testimony. Thank you to LBB for helping me to be able to harness my skills. It's not even just this, my talking skills, there's so many things, like presentation skills. I learned how to use Canva on LBB. I learned how to use MailChimp on LBB. In fact, most of my techie things, I'm not a techie person naturally, but most of the techie things that I know today, some people have even abused me that I've done something wrong, but I will get better. You understand? But there's something that LBB gives you, and that's the growth mindset. My growth mindset it might be inborn, but the LBB helps you increase it. And that's it. So no matter what you face in life, you don't have that mindset of growing, no, I've gotten to this level, I have to get to the next level, I have to get to the next level, I have to get to the next level. That is what LBB gives you. So that is my own testimony. I don't know who is the next person. Should I just call anybody? Let me call somebody. Let me call anybody randomly. And please don't tell me you are not online. I would not accept. We will just give you fine immediately and put it in our purse. Let me see. Okay, Deborah, Debbie. I hope this my style of calling anybody randomly will work. Because we are not in fiscal class. Debbie, are you there?
Let's encourage her with clap. Now let's bring her in. Clap for
her.
This clap must not go to waste. My aunt.
Deborah Ben, are you there? We've clapped for you. She unmuted though, and she muted again. Please, let's make this fun. Let's make it, it's interactive. Oh, okay. Ibijoke has something to say. Can we unmute Ibijoke? Can you please unmute Ibijoke for me?
I'm actually clapping for Debbie. Well, after Debbie, I'll come on.
Can you imagine? Okay. Is Debbie ready?
Let me go.
Okay, please go.
I think LBB for me has been an amazing platform. I came back to Nigeria 2013 and I've been working. And I don't remember ever being in any community of women that inspire or, you just go to work, come back, go to work, come back, go to work kind of lifestyle. But, being a part of LBB further extended the scope of what I do as